Rogelina was not your ordinary young girl. With a heart full of kindness and bravery, she lived in a bustling, vibrant city with her extraordinary pet companions. Each of her pets possessed unique superpowers that they used to protect their beloved city from various dangers. Rogelina's best friend was Max, a loyal dog with super strength that could lift cars and break through walls. Then there was Luna, the sleek and agile cat who could become invisible at will, making her perfect for stealth missions. Nibbles, the hamster, might have been small, but his ability to fly made him the perfect scout, hovering above the city and keeping an eye out for trouble. One sunny afternoon, the city was suddenly plunged into chaos. An unforeseen natural disaster, a powerful earthquake, struck without warning. Buildings shook, windows shattered, and people ran in panic. Rogelina quickly gathered her superpowered pets. "We have to help everyone," she exclaimed. Max used his strength to clear debris and rescue people trapped under rubble, while Luna turned invisible to sneak through small spaces and guide people to safety. Nibbles flew above, scouting the most damaged areas and reporting back to Rogelina, who was coordinating the efforts. Amidst the chaos, a villain named Dr. Tremor appeared. He had developed a machine that amplified the earthquake's effects and was using it to hold the city ransom. Rogelina knew they had to stop him. She devised a plan. Each pet would use their unique abilities to disable Dr. Tremor's machine. Luna became invisible and slipped through the villain's defenses, short-circuiting the machine's power source. Max used his strength to dismantle any mechanical guards that Dr. Tremor had in place. Nibbles flew in to get an aerial view and provide critical information. Finally, with Dr. Tremor's machine disabled, Rogelina confronted the villain, using her resourcefulness to outsmart and capture him. With teamwork and courage, the city was saved. The residents cheered, grateful to Rogelina and her superpowered pets. From that day on, they were hailed as the city's protectors, always ready to leap into action when danger called. Rogelina and her pets continued to live harmoniously, always prepared for their next extraordinary adventure. The story teaches valuable lessons about the power of teamwork, courage, and using one's abilities for good, making it an engaging and inspirational tale for young audiences. Rogelina had always dreamed of being a hero, but it wasn't until her birthday that her wish began to take shape. That day, her parents gifted her a group of extraordinary pets: Whiskers the flying cat, Sparks the laser-eyed hamster, and Bruno the super-strength dog. Each of these pets had unique powers, and Rogelina felt an instant bond with them. The pets got used to their new home quickly, and Rogelina made sure to train with them every day. One sunny afternoon, a loud siren blared across the city. Rogelina turned on the TV to see a breaking news report. An enormous robot was wreaking havoc downtown. Without hesitation, Rogelina and her superpowered pets sprung into action. Whiskers took to the sky to scout the scene from above, while Sparks used his laser vision to cut through barriers blocking their path. Bruno cleared the streets, moving cars and heavy debris effortlessly. Arriving at the scene, the group saw the gigantic robot towering over buildings, its mechanical arms smashing everything around. Rogelina knew they couldn't take it down alone. They had to work as a team. She quickly devised a plan. Whiskers would distract the robot by flying circles around its head, Sparks would disable its sensors with precise laser shots, and Bruno would use his incredible strength to push it towards the harbor. The plan was risky, but everyone agreed. Whiskers darted around the robot's head, dodging its attempts to swat him away. Sparks focused his lasers on the robot's sensors, causing it to lose its balance and become disoriented. Finally, Bruno charged forward and used all his strength to push the robot towards the water. Rogelina was a young girl with a heart as vast as the sky. She lived in a charming city that was surrounded by tall trees, sparkling rivers, and friendly neighbors. But what made her life special were her extraordinary pets: Thor the dog, who possessed super strength; Luna the cat, who could fly with her shimmering wings; Chameleon the lizard, who had the power of invisibility; and Sparky the rabbit, who could run at the speed of light. Each morning, Rogelina would wake up early, ready to spend another day with her fantastic companions. They weren't just pets, they were her best friends and partners in protecting their beloved city. One sunny day, as they were playing in the park, a dark cloud began to form in the sky. Rogelina's keen eyes noticed the unusual shift in the weather. Suddenly, the ground trembled. It was an earthquake. Panicked screams filled the air as the city's residents ran in every direction. "Everyone, stay calm. We can handle this," Rogelina shouted, trying to help people find safety. Her pets immediately sprang into action. Thor used his super strength to support collapsing buildings, ensuring people were safe inside. Luna flew up into the sky, guiding citizens to secure areas and carrying those who needed help. Chameleon blended into the environment, sneakily finding those who were trapped and guiding them to safety. And Sparky, with his incredible speed, darted around, delivering first aid supplies and helping clear debris. After what felt like hours, the earthquake finally subsided. The city was in chaos, but thanks to Rogelina and her superhero pets, everyone was safe. As they regrouped, they noticed another threat. A mischievous villain named Dr. Havoc was taking advantage of the chaos to steal valuable resources. Rogelina and her pets confronted Dr. Havoc. Thor's strength made it impossible for the villain to escape. Luna's flight allowed her to retrieve stolen items from high places. Chameleon's invisibility made him the perfect spy, and Sparky's speed meant he could catch Dr. Havoc in no time. "Give up, Dr. Havoc. You can't defeat the power of teamwork and courage," Rogelina declared. Outmatched, Dr. Havoc conceded and was handed over to the authorities. The residents of the city cheered for Rogelina and her courageous pets. They had not only saved the city from natural disaster, but had also thwarted a villainous plot. That night, as they rested under the stars, Rogelina hugged her pets tight. "We did it, together," she whispered. She knew they would always be ready for the next adventure, no matter what challenges awaited them. And the city slept soundly, knowing they were protected by Rogelina and her superhero pets. Rogelina was a sweet and lively girl with a special bond to her pets, who were unlike any others in the city. Each of her beloved animals possessed extraordinary powers. Max, the robust bulldog, had super strength. Lila, the elegant cat, could become invisible at will. Coco, the cheerful parakeet, could bring intense storms with a flap of his wings, while Rocky, the mischievous ferret, could teleport instantly from place to place. They all called Rogelina their best friend, and she treated them with unmatched love and care. One summer day, dark clouds gathered over the city, ominous and foreboding. Rogelina sensed trouble. It was no ordinary storm. It was conjured by the villainous Dr. Vortex, who sought to engulf the city in chaos with his weather-altering device. Without hesitation, Rogelina and her superhero pets sprang into action. Max set off to fortify buildings, using his super strength to reinforce structures against the escalating winds. Lila vanished from sight and infiltrated Dr. Vortex's lair to gather intel. Coco flew high above, using his own weather powers to counteract the malevolent storm. Meanwhile, Rocky zipped around the city, rescuing citizens in peril and transporting them to safety. Inside Dr. Vortex's hideout, Lila discovered the horrifying intensity of his machine. With the clock ticking and the storm worsening, she communicated with Rogelina and the team. Knowing they had to dismantle the device quickly, Rogelina devised a plan. Max and Rocky would break into the lair, Max using his strength to dismantle the machine while Rocky teleported parts away to prevent reassembly. During the daring mission, Coco and Lila kept Dr. Vortex distracted and incapacitated. With Rogelina coordinating their efforts, the pets worked in perfect harmony, demonstrating remarkable bravery and teamwork. The machine was finally destroyed just before the storm could obliterate the city. The sun emerged from behind dissipating clouds, and people cheered in relief and admiration for their unsung heroes. While the pets received pats and gratitude from the townsfolk, Rogelina reminded everyone that their powers came with responsibility. They must always use their abilities for the greater good. The city was safe once again, thanks to Rogelina and her superhero pets. United by their love for each other and their home, they vowed to be its vigilant protectors, ready to face any challenge together.